So all you need for this painting is, I have burnt umber, and I have cad red, and I have cad yellow, and I have titanium white, and I also have some ultramarine blue. This one's Windsor blue, but ultramarine blue is much better. So, and I also have some nice brushes for you to use, and this will make your painting a lot simpler. So you will only need this brush here, which is I put my name on it, and it's a bristle brush. Like I say, if you can't find these, I'll send you one. These have really nice bristles, and they're great for your trees and your bushes. And this is a synthetic brush, chiseled edge. And I have a flat a Filbert brush, which is chiseled edge and synthetic. And I also have a liner brush, and a long one and a short one. You need a couple of different brushes just in case some don't work out for you. So it's nice to have a few extra brushes around. And that's about it for the brushes. When we come up with something else, I'll guide you along. Okay, and look at that. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I wish you could feel the way my brush is just going over the canvas so nicely. Wow, beautiful. I love it. I really and truly love this liquid white that we're making. I didn't add water. Go with a bit of let's go with a bit of maybe yellow. And where'll I put this to? Let's say we're trying to get some kind of a sunset. But look how that blends. I can't. Every time I use this stuff, I get really excited. So now that I have the background done, that was just a start. And what I want to do now is I taped it off, and so I can get a nice horizon line. So what I like to do, first of all, I'm going to take a round object, and I'm going to dip it into some white, just so I can get it nice and round. Okay, so just dip it into white so that it gets all around it. Just touch. And you get a round circle so that you can fill it in. It'll make it easier to get it round. A little bit of a mess here, but that's no big deal. There we go, it's gone. Because I want to lighten that up down there, so it's perfect. So we'll just get a small brush, a small round brush. I just have a liner brush. You can use any small round brush. I'm going to add yellow and white together. I want a really bright yellow. I want it so bright you have to wear sunglasses. Wouldn't that be nice? So I'm going to fill that in. Get as round as I can. go. Good. That's nice. Now we want to make it more yellow. Let's add some yellow. Still want to keep it on the yellow-white side. That's a nice one there. Nice yellow-white. Nice. Good. So now I want to darken up the sky a little bit over here. Keep it light over here. And just make a nice red with a little bit of burnt sienna. Darken up a little bit. There we go. Isn't that nice? Just red. It could be cad red and burnt sienna. If you don't have burnt sienna, just use a brown, a kind of a cinnamon brown. You know, you can make your own colors, or you can so we're just gonna put some of that, oh nice dark red, isn't that beautiful? That is really nice. So in order to get a really nice painting, it's all about layering colors on top of each other. I'm going to leave a little bit of that open there. And just not just having pink or red, but adding several different colors on top of what you already have done. So as you can see, I'm skipping over some of that yellow and some of the reds that are already there. See that? Now I'm going to clean off my brush. And I'm going to move that while it's still wet. Try to catch it while it's still wet, okay? There we go. Nice. There we go. You leave it up here like this. That's nice. I want to smooth that out here so that it blends in with the sky. That's okay to scrape it over. Good. If you catch some of your moon and it's still a bit wet, just blend it all together. It'll be okay. Alright, so just clean it up, soften it up. But see how nice that looks like a sky now? See? Gives it more depth and more interest. Isn't that pretty? So you can also take a bit of burnt sienna, maybe make a little cloud right here. Just scrub that in like that, that's all. Scrub it in. Good. See how the dark contrasts and the lights really look really nice? Makes a big difference to your painting when you add contrast and you add layers of different colors, and it's just so nice. Some people might ask, well, how can I make my painting nicer? Well, just keep adding layers of different colors. So far, so good. We'll take this off. Alright, now, down here we want to darken this up a little bit too. So I'm going to go with my burnt sienna and a flat brush. Small flat brush. You can use a fan brush. You may put a fan brush in there after. Just getting a small flat synthetic brush right now. It's probably a size 6. Like I say, all the brushes, they kind of, different brands have different sizes. So I'm just going to add burnt sienna to my red again. Sienna red. I really like burnt sienna red. It's really pretty. So over here, we're just going to pull in some of that. Try to keep your horizon line if you can. Isn't that the prettiest color though? And I'm going to kind of skip over a few things. Let some of that light come through. And I'm going to, if you're worried about messing up your horizon line, you can put tape on the top when it dries, protect it. But see how I'm skipping over places so I can let some of the water come through, some of the lighter water. See, isn't that pretty? So that helps you get a nice watery look. Very nice. And a little more burnt sienna. Short strokes. Short strokes. Good. Use the chisel edge of your brush. Chisel edge. All right. That's different, isn't it? Down here. And over here I'm going to lighten it up a little bit, so I'm going to clean off my brush. Just hear me clean it off. put in your water and tap the bottom of your jar so that it all comes off. And then I'm going to take some yellow and white. Some yellow. Some white. Just going to put two of them together like that. That's all. Nothing totally mixed. I'm going to put on some more light. They'll probably both mix because the paint is still wet, so it's a good thing. Let's pick up some white. Some nice white down here. Isn't that pretty though? I mean, you know, it's so simple, just little short strokes. So now I'm going to add some rocks, big old rocks. And what you're going to do is you're going to draw out some, whatever shape you want, okay? Just pick a shape that you want. And if you want to, you can let that dry and then you can add your shape. I'll show you how to do that. So if this is dry, that will be better. So I'm just going to take my liner brush. Now you can take a piece of chalk, you can take a marker, whatever you want to use to draw out your shape. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a shape. I'm going to start up here and I'm going to make that like that. And then I'm going to fill it in with black. So I'm going to take my flat brush and I'm going to fill it in. I might make it a little bit more up here. So you can change the shapes all the time, right? I'm just going to fill it in. And the black against the really light yellows and look really pretty. It's a big old rock. Big old something. So whatever kind of shape you want. Good. It's a strange looking shape, isn't it? But that's that's okay. Not to worry. I got black on my brush, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of red. Okay, and I'm going to use that for shadow. I'm going to make short strokes just to kind of hope that some of that water might come through. See? See, it gives kind of a... Right. Okay, good. Let's do another one. Let's do another shape. So what I'm going to do with my liner brush is I'm going to fill up with black, and then I'm going to, I think I'm going to make a bottom part first to be much easier. Make it further away, I will make a line, and I will make shapes. See? So if you draw it out first, that way it will help you establish what you like and what you want. And if you do it in chalk, it'd be better, because if you don't like the shape, you can always wipe it off. But doing it with paint would be difficult to do that. But if you're confident, you go right ahead. See how pretty that is? Up against the light, see? That's what we talk about, contrast. This painting lesson should be about contrast. Lights and darks. So you just pull it out on the side. Make it longer. It's cute, isn't it? Now add some red to your dirty brush, and we will little strokes. So you got to get kind of a shape of that. So I'm just going to draw that out a little bit, just so I can get some idea of how. Right, just a little bit like that. Then I'm going to pull over these little strokes. A little one over here. Just want to follow the shape. That's good. So when that dries a little bit, we will add some more. Now we're going to shape this up more. This is just beginning to get us started, okay? And then we're going to go over that a little bit more. So pretty simple. So while we're waiting for that to dry, we can probably add a tree. All right, so just take your same brush and dip it into black. Pretty easy painting. So we'll just take tree out here. And we will take probably another branch up here. And maybe we'll take a branch off of here. Just use the corner of your brush to get some of these skinny branches for now. Good. So now you'll take your liner brush so we can get little tiny branches, and we'll take them and whoop. 1, 2, 3. So all you got to do is take a branch off a branch. Just do it lightly so you get really skinny branches. Take off as many as you want, or as many as you can. If you want a thicker one, just push, then lift, okay? Good. Pull down some of these nice branches here. Just pull out some branches. And if you go fairly fast, then you'll kind of like get all kinds of things going on there. Just pull out, pull out, pull out, pull up, pull up, pull up. All right, and if it won't move, make sure you wet your brush a little bit. So we want to have maybe another big old branch coming off of here. So I'm push. See how I pushed really hard? Then I got all that nice. There we go. Got that nice mess. I'm kind of just making all kinds of see that? I'm just moving it around. Now, in order to make this look more thick, we'll add a little more. We'll just take another brush. Let's take my 1-inch bristle brush that has all these beautiful bristles opening up, and dip it into your black. Like that, till you get some, see on top like that? See how they're all opened? Now they're going to help you get some really cool designs, call it, if you want to call it that. Tap, tap. Very gentle, very gentle. Right? Gentle. And you tap them here and there, and that'll help get all these nice nice leaves on your tree without having to keep putting on those thin lines. In other words, you'll be here all day, but this will save you a lot of time. There we go. See, and doesn't that look so cool now? Isn't that pretty? So I like that. I'm not going to do anything else with it. I don't think. Might add. I'm afraid to touch it now, but anyway, a little bit hanging down there. Okay, now, if you don't use a very thin brush, let's use the yellow color. Yellow and white. And put a few lines over here. Just these little short, quick lines that I showed you before. Another good way to do this is just to drag it over like this. This gives it a nice sparkly look. And same down here. And over here you can also do the same thing. Just add some sparkle to it because the moon is nice and bright. So let's get a bit of sparkle from the moon. There we go. Just drag it over and give you that feeling of the moon, giving it a bit of light. I'm just going to make a little bit here too. Just keep that side a bit bright. That looks nice, doesn't it? Not fussy about this here. I'm going to darken that up a little bit. I'm not too happy with that. So I'm just going to go into my burnt umber and I'm just going to go into my burnt sienna, a little bit of red, and I'm just going to take out some of that because that was too much. Okay. So you can clean up your mess if you make a mess, if you make a mistake. I know they say there's no mistakes in art, but things can happen, you know. Things happen. It's better. I'm going to get a flat brush, small flat brush, and we're going to add a little highlight on the edge of the rock here. So I'm just going to take my yellow and white, just a small bit, And I'm going to take that and put some of that on here as if the light is shining on there. Make sure you leave some of the black coming through. Mostly up here, because I might add a little bit of red to that. Give it an orangey look. Give it a little orangey look. Make sure you keep some of the black. If you lose your black, just put some black back in. Just a little bit here. Same with here. A bit of an orangey color. On the left side. See, that's really nice, isn't it? See, that's pretty, isn't it? Very nice. Very simple. I'm going to take a fan brush and I'm just going to clean up the water a bit, just to give it a more smooth look. You can leave it as is. If you're happy at one point on your painting, once you're happy with it, you don't have to keep doing what I'm doing, okay? So we're just going to go into the red, a little bit of burnt sienna, and so a little bit of red, a little bit of burnt sienna. Okay, and then I'm just going to clean it up a little bit just by adding a little more. Don't lose what you already have there, all those little white highlights. Don't lose those. Just go these little strokes, short strokes. It's almost, if yours are thick like mine, just thin them up a little bit. That's all. That's all I'm trying to do, really. Just trying to clean it up. See? Makes a difference. I'm going to burn sienna. Just get a little bit of darks in there. Burnt sienna is a beautiful color, especially with red. Alright, I don't think I'm going to do much more with that. That's pretty as it is. I don't want to spoil it. Just get a little bit left over on my brush. I'm just going to move that over here a little bit, not much, just so I can get some of that contrast. I love that contrast of darks and lights. Really adds to it. So pretty. And then I might just take this a little bit more. Whatever I got left over my brush here, I'm just going to add a little bit of burnt sienna around the moon, just to make it come out a little bit more. Good. See? It's a little bit of burnt sienna. Never had much red this time, but my brush is a little dirty, so. But I think that's fine. I shouldn't be doing more because I think it's doing good, and I'm going to make a mess. There we go. You can use a flat brush to do this if you like. That looks nice. There we go. Thank you very much for painting along with me, and I hope you enjoyed that painting. And if you liked this video, then you can subscribe so you can get more free videos. And you can like, share if you could, if you think it could help other people. And if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments section below. And or you can email me at allisonpryor@yahoo.com. So I'll see you in the next video.